Okay. നിങ്ങൾ മ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്ത് വെക്കണേ. സൗണ്ട് ഉണ്ടാക്കല്ലേ, ഡിസ്റ്റർബൻസ് ഉണ്ടാവും. പ്ലീസ് എല്ലാവരുടെയും ഇത് മ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്ത് വയ്ക്കാം. നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഈസ് അഡ്മിനിസ്ട്രേറ്റേഴ്സ്. നമുക്ക് നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞതാണ് ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് ഇൻഗ്രീഡിയൻസ് ആർ യൂസ്ഡ് ഇൻ സിമെൻറ്റ്, കോൺക്രീറ്റ്സ്, പോർട്ട്ലാൻഡ് സിമെൻറ്റ്, aggregates, water, and some admixtures. And some admixtures are added to the cement. And what is the purpose of admixtures? These admixtures are added to the cement or concrete during the mixing or before mixing. Before mixing or during mixing, the admixtures are added. So, what is the purpose of admixtures? What is the purpose of admixtures? Admixtures are improve the workability. The workability is improved, and acceleration or retardation of setting time. Setting time can be increase or decrease. That is depends upon the environmental condition. If we require the acceleration or setting time is accelerated or setting time is retarded, that type of admixtures are used. And also water reduce the water cement ratio. That to improve the workability, reduce the water cement ratio. So that will improve the strength of the concrete. So without affecting the strength of the concrete, we are adding admixtures to improve the workability, to accelerate or retard the setting time, or reduce the water cement ratio. There are different type of admixtures. The first one is water reducing admixtures. So from the name itself, it is water. The water is minimized. The admixtures used for the concrete, this admixtures is reduce the water demand. So water demand is reduced, and the workability. We have studied the workability. Workability is the property of the concrete, which is improved with the addition of water. If the water content is increased, water is adding more, the concrete will be flow like a fluid, more workable. So workable means it can be easily mixed and placing, compacting, etc. So it is more workable if the water is more added, but the strength will be reduced. If the water is more, the strength will be reduced. So the water reducing, and if we require more workability, water reducing admixtures are used. Water reducing admixtures are used. That will improve the strength of the concrete. The bond between concrete and steel will be improved, prevents the cracking and segregation, bleeding. These are the two important defects on the fresh concrete. Segregation is the separation of the particles, coarser particles and finer particles, known as segregation. Bleeding is the loss of water from the cement slurry from the concrete. The water expelled from the concrete, that is bleeding. Then that will leads a honeycombing. So this can be improved by adding water reducing admixtures. And the water reducing admixtures is also known as plasticizers. There are some type of plasticizers or the water reducing admixtures are calcium, sodium, and ammonium lignosulfates are the commonly used plasticizers. And some other plasticizers are acrylic polymer based polycarboxylate. 。  . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . . . . . . . 。 . . . . . . . . . 。 . . . 。 。 . . 。 . . 。 . . 。 . 。 。 . . 。 . . . . . . 。 . Then another type of admixture is retarding admixture. This admixture slow down the rate of hydration. Rate of hydration will be slow down. So the initial setting time is increasing. The rate of hydration is slowing, means the cement water reaction will be slowed down. So at the initial stage, the initial setting time will be more increase. So we can get a more time for mixing, transporting, and pricing. So for example, if nowadays we are using ready mix concrete. The ready mix concrete, the concrete mix is prepared in the plant. So for example, in our college, the ready mix plant is at Todupuzha, and our site is at Muttam. Then from the Todupuzha to Muttam, there's some distance is there. So we have to transport by vehicle from Todupuzha to Muttam. So it takes time, or 10 minutes, 20 minutes time, and the mixing for some other time. So it will use more than 30 minutes. So and then after reaching the site, you have to place the concrete. So it will take more than 30 minutes. And if the ordinary Portland cement is used, the concrete will initial set time is 30 minutes. So it will behave like a plasticity. So we need more time for initial setting time. So at that time we are adding retarding admixtures to slow down the initial setting time of the concrete. So the commonly used retarders are calcium sulfate or gypsum, starch, cellulose products, common sugar. Sugar is also added. Sugar is the one of the normally adding sugar added to the concrete to reduce the setting time, the salts of acids. Then another type of admixture is accelerating admixtures. These are accelerate the speeding the setting time, or the hydration starting very fastly. Where it is needed, how it is used for this type of admixtures. That is used to initial setting time increasing, reducing. So the speed of the process initial stage is very fast. So the concrete will be hardened very quickly. So this type of uh, admixtures are used where it is used for early removal of formwork. We are casting our slab, roof slab, to remove the formwork of the slab early days, and then the accelerating admixtures are used. Then less curing periods. Some water deficiencies there, the curing period can be reduced. Normally we are using 28 days of curing, but if the some situations we cannot curing in for 28 days. So the less curing period, we are adding accelerators to get earlier strength. The strength will be attained earlier stage, very earlier stage. So thereby we can reduce the curing period. And emergency repair work, some urgent work. There are some urgent work, very urgent. The work is there. For the example, a road construction. The road will be open after 28 day, 24 hour or 48 hour. That is very emergency case. For the military services, military engineering services, there are so many urgent repair works are there. So the emergency repair works, we have to use the place for the after construction. The very emergency is required. At that case, you are adding accelerating admixtures. And also the low temperature region. The low temperature region, the cold climates. In a cold climates, the reaction between the water and cement will be slow down. So you have to accelerate the speed up the reaction, hydration. So we are adding accelerators. There are some type of accelerators commonly used is triethylenamine, calcium formate, silica fumes, calcium chlorides, and final divided silica gels. Calcium chloride is a common and cheap accelerating admixture. Then another type of admixture is air entrained conjugate admixture. This admixture, the function of this admixture uh, is to increase the durability of the conjugate under freezing and thawing condition. When the cold region or hot region, when the freezing and thawing, the conjugate may disintegrate or cracks will develop. So, to avoid that, the durability of the conjugate, we are adding air entraining conjugate admixture. This air entraining conjugate admixture improve the workability and also prevent the segregation and bleeding of the conjugates. And these air entraining conjugates in the form of some air bubbles. If this admixture is added to the conjugate, it makes some bubbles in the conjugate. So the bubble is there, then the workability will be improved. We can easily work. The round bubbles are there, then we can mix easily, improve the workability, and the voids are there. There are some bubbles are there, that thereby reducing the unit weight. Weight of the conjugate can be reduced. The modulus of elasticity conjugate can be reduced. So the most commonly used air entrainment admixture is Windsor resin, T-pole, Cheap-pole, etc. And natural admixtures like wood resin, alkaline salt, animal and vegetable fat and oils, etc. Then another type of admixture is Pozzolanic admixtures. The Pozzolanic admixtures are used for prepare a dense conjugate. A very dense conjugate should be dense. There is avoid the maximum voids in the conjugate. In the case of a dam and reservoir, a dam is a water retaining structure. So if there is a pores in the conjugate, that water will penetrate through that. So it should be dense. So in that cases, we are using Pozzolanic admixtures, and this is also reduce the heat of hydration. A thick conjugate, the reservoir or dam is a very thick conjugate. The inside the this portion, the heat will generate and it will transfer to the outside at a slow rate, thereby reduce the thermal shrinkage. So this heat of hydration should be reduced. The Pozzolanic materials is natural or artificial. The clay, shale, volcanic tuffs and pumice, etc. And artificial Pozzolanic are fly ash, silica fumes, blast furnace slag, rice husk ash, surki, etc. Then another type of admixture is dam proofing admixture. It will prevent the dampness of the conjugate. That prevent the dampness of the conjugate. This type of admixtures are used. There are different forms of dam proofing admixture: liquid form, powder form, and paste form. Aluminum sulfate, zinc sulfate, and aluminum chloride, calcium chloride, silica of soda, etc. are the common type of dam proofing admixtures. Then we are moving to water cement ratio. We have already studied water cement ratio. Water cement ratio is a ratio between weight of water to weight of cement used in the conjugate. It is known as water cement ratio. So the more water is used, the workability will increase, but the strength will decrease. The low water cement ratio, that leads to higher strength and durability of the conjugate. But it is difficult to work the conjugate. The mixing, transporting, placing, and compaction are very difficult if the water cement ratio is low. Low water cement ratio can difficult to mix, and workability can be improved by using plasticizers or super plasticizers. The water reducing water reducing admixtures are used for improving the workability. Normally, the lowest, almost lowest content of the water cement ratio is 0.35. But if we are adding 0.35 percentage of water into the congate, it is not easy to mix thoroughly, and it will not flow like a the flow of the congate will also not good. So we are adding more. Technically, this the say that the water should be minimized, but for the purpose of the mixing and transporting the water, we are using 0.45 to 0.6. Typically, this is the water cement ratio. 0.45 to 0.6 depends upon the type of congate. The higher the strength of the congate, lower water cement ratio, and using plasticizers. And usually the 0.23% of water is essential for the chemical reaction of the cement. For the hydration, we need only 23%. The water and cement will react when adding 23%. For the workability of the congate, it is not sufficient. So more water is added for workability of the congate. So the using the guidelines of the concrete mix for the particular water cement ratio, that is not easy to make workable. So we are adding more for keeping the water cement ratio. We are adding the plasticizers, super plasticizers. So this is the variation of the water cement ratio with the compressive strength. This is 28 days of compressive strength. This x-axis water cement ratio. For the lower water cement ratio, very high strength will achieve. But at the lower water cement ratio, for the around 0.8 or 0.7576, the compressive strength will be almost 20. A very huge variation. That is, when the water is added to the cement, the strength is parabolically decreasing. This is inversely proportional. When the water added more, the compression will be drastically decrease. So we have to fix the water cement ratio for the congate. That is a very important thing for congate water cement ratio. We have to fix the water cement ratio. We are not adding more water. If we are adding more water, we are fixing 0.5% of water cement ratio. Then we are adding more water. It may be at the 6%. So the strength will be so much reduced. So this is the graph showing a compressive strength and water cement ratio. And here this is the full compacted congate. This completely we are eliminating all the voids in the congate. Full compaction will be reached, and this is the strength of the congate at various water cement ratio. But at the lower water cement ratio, we cannot, if we are using a vibrator or by hand compaction, it will not achieve. It will not achieve. So therefore we are using instead of 23% of water cement ratio, we are adding more water for workability to avoid the voids in the for full compaction. Achieve the full compaction, we are adding more water. That is the range between 0.45 to 0.6. That is why we are adding more water instead of 23%. And this is the variation of the compressive strength and water cement ratio for different days. 1 day, 7 day, 14, 28 and 56 days. The strength will be, the days of curing increases, the strength will be increasing, and similarly the water cement ratio is increasing, the strength will be decreasing. So this is the water cement ratio, the strength is decreasing, and the curing period strength will be increased. Then workability of congate. What is mean by the workability of congate? Workability of congate means easy with mixing of congate, transporting the congate, placed in the formwork and compacted completely with a possible water cement issue. This is known as workability. That is, when we are preparing congate, the first we collect the aggregates, sand, cement, and place it in a platform and mix it, then adding water. And after adding water, the congate will be more fluid state. You can easily mix, and then in a uniform state. After mixing, it is in a cohesive nature. Then it is transported to the required position. Then placing the congate in the correct position, and then compacting by hand compaction or machine compaction. So for the required compaction, we need the workability is we need. So the workability is the easy to work with the congate. Simply you can say as the congate workability means easy to work with the congate. So what are the different type of works? Work is mixing, transporting, placing in the formwork and compacting. These are the work. These works are easier than congate is termed as workable congate. So the water is the lubricant agent, the congate, to easy work. So the function of the water is to lubricate the congate. So the lubrication of water without segregation and placing without homogeneity. That's homogeneity means after mixing there is a homogeneous mixer. This homogeneity will not affected, and compact can be easy with a less effort. Then this a good congate. It's a workable congate. So the workability is the ability of a fresh congate. This is only for a fresh congate, not the hardened congate. The workability is not there. So for a fresh congate, mix the congate and place in the proper mold or the platform formwork, and then decide compaction work vibration without reducing the quality of the congate. This is a workable congate. The factors affecting workability. Water content is one of the factor, and we have go through the details of this mixing of mixed proportion, size of the aggregate, shape of the aggregate, surface texture of aggregate, grading of aggregate, use of admixtures. Then water content. The effect of water content on workability. If the water content increases, the workability is more. So if more water is added, it can be easily mixing, easily transporting, easily compacting. So the workability is more, but the strength will be decreasing. The strength will be decreasing. Water content is more, strength will be decreasing, and there is a chance of bleeding. The water content will be evaporates through the surface, or the slurry will be formed at the surface. Thus bleeding will be chances, and it will be leakage through the formwork joints. So the high water content will be leads to a bleeding, and the honeycomb congate will be there. And the water content reduce the strength of the congate, and also the water content, to keep the water content constant, we are adding more cement. The water is added, water cement ratio will be changed. If we are adding water cement ratio will be changed. The water cement ratio, to keep the constant water cement ratio, then we are adding again cement. The cement consumption will be consume will be more. So in order to keep the water cement ratio constant, we have to add more cement. Then mix proportions. Depends upon the mix proportion. When the congate mix contains higher amount of aggregate, the aggregate size is more or aggregate amount is more, then the more ratio of slurry is required. More ratio of slurry is required to workable. So the aggregate size, higher amount of aggregate is used, less cement slurry is available, so it is not the easy to work. the congate is workable. The another this, if the congate is having low aggregate, the lower size aggregate or size aggregate cement ratio, the aggregate, the content is less. So the more paste is available. The paste is or slurry is more available, then easy to work, better workability. Then next is size of aggregate and surface texture. The smaller size aggregate have more surface area of the aggregate, and which requires greater amount of cement paste. The aggregate surface is more, the size is less, the surface area is more. If the surface area is more cement paste is required to lubricate the aggregate. So the smaller size aggregate need a more water cement ratio to get a good workable. And in the case of a bigger size aggregate, instead of smaller size aggregate, if we are using a bigger size aggregate, less area of the less surface area, so we have a extra cement paste is there, so that will reduce, easy to work, and also reduce the friction between the aggregate. So as the aggregate size is high, low water requires lubricating it. Hence, the extra water is available for working. So, in the case of a porous aggregate, more water is required. That is because the aggregate is porous, the aggregate will absorb more water into the inside the aggregate. So, this is a porous. Porous aggregates, more water is required than a non-porous aggregate. Then shape of aggregate. If a round shape aggregate is more easy to work. If there are number of balls are there, then you can easy to mix. But if it is the flaky shape, long shape, irregular shape, angular shape aggregates, it is not easy to workable. The rounded aggregates gives more workable than angular, elongated or flaky aggregates. And also the rounded aggregates have a less void ratio. Void ratio is less. The surface area is less, void ratio is less, so the less amount of mortar is required to fill aggregate voids. So extra cement paste is there to lubricate. So the friction also reduce for a round aggregate. For angular, elongated, flaky aggregates, the friction is more. The grading of the aggregate. The graded aggregates, those aggregates least amount of voids. Well graded aggregates gives a least amount of voids, so it is more workable. Then use of admixtures. The admixtures are used to improve the workability. One of the advantages of the admixture is improve the workability, and air entraining agents are used to maintain the a ball bearing between the aggregates and the particles. So it will get a more workable and decrease the bleeding and segregation also. So weather condition depends upon the weather condition. The workabilities vary. The temperature is increases, more evaporation, rapid evaporation of water from the congate. So the cement content in the congate reduces and reduces the workability. The water is evaporated, then they reduce the workability, and the velocity wind is also high. It quickly evaporate the water content, so lower workability of the congate. Then the workability can be determined by slump test, combustion factor test, flow test, and VB consistometer test.